Hey folks, Species 7 here, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 2013. And I have another map for us to look at today. This is Littleback Valley. Although actually on the original site it did say Littleback Valley, but I don't see any other reference to it once I actually downloaded it. So we'll call it Littleback Valley. Yeah, might as well start over at the main farm here, since that's where it actually spawns you. You can see nice textures, a different sort of grass texture from the standard, obviously. Lots of nice wildflower, etc., etc. What do we got here? Littleback Valley. Okay, well, I don't know why it says Little Backpack, or maybe that just sort of floated into my head unannounced and didn't actually exist. We'll see. So this is where you spawn in. This is your main farm. As you can see, they do give you a little bit of gear to start with, some fairly stock stuff, the old Buer, the Lidner Geotrax, etc. And we have reasonable storage for them, that's for sure. Yeah, a relatively decent harvester to start you off. A nice chicken de coop. Hello to rooster. In fact, a generously large chicken coop. Wow. Alright. The water mod, I do believe, is included on this map. There's also... and this, let's go right up front with this part of it, because I wanted to review this map because looking at the pictures, I really liked it. You know, it's not all the stock buildings, although obviously some of them are. This is one of my least liked of all the Giants buildings. But by the same token, like I say, there is also a lot of custom stuff. You know, like this is a really nice pen, and it is certainly not the one you see every time. So, good for them. In fact, it's huge, isn't it? Wow. We have, like I said, plenty of storage. There's our manure over here. We can load in all the goodies for the piglets. Very nice, very nice. Big open farmyard. That's really good. Means we can haul just about any size equipment we want to. Heck, in circles should we choose to. So, big stand-up silos right from the stock game, and I don't have an issue with that. These silos work quite well. Here's the actual tip point. I would assume this would be your potatoes and sugar to beets, and it certainly is. Ow, banged my nose. Alright, so far, very well laid out. Now, that thing I wanted to get out of the way. It's this. There's a mod pack included with this that the mod author does recommend that you download. And I'm sorry the name escapes me at the moment. Dragnod, every number on your keyboard, does recommend that you download. Unfortunately, I did click the link, and rather than start a download from ls2013.com, which is where the map has been posted to, it went through a couple of different links and eventually ended up at my favorite, uploaded.net. Now, I do understand that sometimes your choice of where and how you're going to host files is rather limited. My jumping skills aren't what they used to be. Can be rather limited. I mean, you know, you're making mods and giving them away for free. It makes little enough sense to end up going to a paid site where they're going to charge you to keep your files. So I can understand that people do go there. The issue I have is that after I finally chased everything around, as you must do on uploaded.net, and got to the page where it suggested download actually was, along with, of course, 3 other download buttons that were for various forms of spammy, cesspooly junk. Well, that's different. It did not, as advertised, in fact, download a 200-something megabyte zip file what it in fact did was downloaded, oh, beautiful view, eh? A 200 something kilobyte executable file. Now, I suppose if I was on, say, fsuk.com or even ls2013, I might have gone with the executable, although I really prefer not to, especially since I like to put mods into folders that I can then use something like Mod Commander to live with, you know what I mean, and make use of them that way. Otherwise, if I'm going to do something like a map review, then I'm sort of at the point where I would have to physically strip out all my old mods, apply the new ones, etc., etc. So getting a little tiny executable from a less than trustworthy site and having no way to look at the files, well, long story short, guys, I'm afraid that I will not actually be showing you that mod pack. So you are more than welcome to download it for yourselves and have a look when you alright, I'm not sure what the deal here is. When you do, you will, as I said, end up with an executable file. Okay, this doesn't belong to us, but I don't really recognize the texture as to what it's supposed to be either. Perhaps this is where they want you to drop your logs for forestry, because he does also mention that you can use this as with the forest mod. So obviously the fences have collision, as I just about clotheslined myself on that one. So what else have we got? Let's buy ourselves a vehicle, shall we? Sure. And we'll go to my little standard these days, at any rate. Oops, owned. We're not that concerned at the moment. Where are you, me little truck? Oh, machine type, look at that, eh? Do, there we go. Let's buy ourselves a truck. Nice. And it is... I do like the map, both this one and most especially the PDA. And the PDA is a reworked unit. It is considerably different than most that you will see, and done really nicely. So, standard crops, standard critters, well, plus pigs. We're almost at the point now, I think, where we're figuring pigs are sort of stock critters for this game as well. So here's our sale point, along with what appears to be a good portion of the village. So let's have a little look about, shall we? Obviously we have refueling here, plus our actual stop. And apparently just up the road we can sell our wool, as well as a couple of other tip points. Now there is, I believe, a sawmill, etc. on this map. Because the mod author, as I said, does recommend the forest mod and says there are areas for forestry on the map. So let's have a look. Okay. It's also one of those maps where if you drive on the road, you can expect to go considerably slower than if you don't. Alright, here's our biogas plant. Fairly stock looking fare, but decent enough, certainly. Let's have a better look. And then maybe we'll just pop across the road here and check out field prices. There we go. Much like the farm, it is huge. You can, yeah, you can be spinning your front loader around in circles here, I'll tell you. Nice, very nice. Certainly more than enough silos to get the average person by. Lovely. Let's quickly pop up here and find out what a field will cost us. This is definitely a reasonable size field. Wow, it's actually considerably larger than I thought. 296K for 9.26 hectares. Alright, well, they got their size right. And I suppose, yeah, this is a pretty big field. Not as big as the one across the way, but yeah, alright, so I guess that's a reasonably fair as far as pricing and size go. Okay. Very low-end tree textures, that's for sure. At least that part is. Oh, I see, this part is just a flat postcard. Okay. I do prefer it, but this is just opinion when, you know, if they're going to use that sort of postcardy kind of texture thing, yeah, I think it should be possibly hidden a little better. Now, this looks like it's going to go right off the map, but there is a road back here. So let's just have a quick peek, shall we? Oh, okay. There's a road and there's an invisible wall right there. I just slammed into it. Alright. An interesting choice. Okay, so far things have been fairly easy to figure out. And again, as I said, having such a nice little PDA is certainly not hurting the situation. So let's go back past our bio plant and go see what else we can find. We started up by field 9 where you see the sheep symbol. And we have checked out where we buy those things. There's a bank and another tip up here. Okay. Let's check the collision on these. Alright, there isn't any. That I like. I'm not a big fan when they put collision on these little posts on the side of the road. Because sometimes just keeping out of the way of traffic is enough to make that a little bit of a hell. So, actually I guess we did not start at 9, we started up by the chickens, so I'm going to take this road. Oh, nice, good, we have various watering points and fountains around the map, good. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely where those chickens and stuff were, is where we started, so... yeah, here we go. There's the main farm, there's all our chickens. We have the cows across the way, so we need to go and visit the sheep. Should be down here somewhere. So yeah, other than a large portion of the trees, I must say the textures are quite nice. They make for a reasonably detailed, what do we got here? A reasonably detailed and quite pretty map. Again, other than the trees, and that's fine. You know, I don't detect any lag here or any sort of serious things like that, so that's good. What have we here? Okay, that's just a little back valley sign again. And I guess that's just the bare field texture that we're looking at, so what have we here? Ah, our sheep area. We have the automatic wool pallet, nice. We have storage racks for wool, that's nice. And of course the water mod is installed. And unfortunately we have a unusable building to fill in the scenery. Alrighty. Whoop, 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 whoop. The brake pedal is the little skinny one. Okay. Alright, so we've looked at the sheep, we've looked at that. Let's see if we can find ourselves. Where have we not yet been? Down this way we have missed a couple of things. So, been that way. Let's go check out this way. Whoa. I'm sorry, I did not expect that person to be out walking around. Like, what is that in the middle of the road? Okay, we are back here. So, let's actually continue through. There is... Did I see the egg selling point here? That's weird. I was sure I saw somewhere. Oh, there we go. Yep, there we go. There's where our eggs are sold. So, sort of the same one they have on the original Hagenstadt. And that's fine. That map was good enough for giants. It's good enough for me. Now, can I get out here? Yes, I can. There's some nice looking detail there. Pretty little riverside, or lakeside, I guess as it would be, road here. And very interesting. Obviously another sell point here. What I haven't found so far is a little bit awkward, where we deal with the logs. Alright, another egg sell point, a farm shop, a bank machine. Very nice. You can buy seeds, you can buy fertilizer, and can sell and buy other items. Lovely. Again, a stock building off the original Giants map. That's fine. So, I'd still really like to know if and where there is in fact a sawmill, etc. We have one more sell point marked here. And it does not look like a sawmill at all. Ah, hang on, I think I see a wood chip. Here we go. There we are. We do indeed. We have the sawmill. We have our bioheat for the wood chips, and we also have a wood chip storage. Very nice. There you go. We found it. I was hoping. Alright. And as to where you actually plant your forest, well, you can, granted, plant trees anywhere. However, there are usually some sort of dedicated spots. And it would appear that short of drive... Whoa! I almost didn't notice that was actually water. I was going to drive across and have a look at the forest on the other side. Ooh. Not a lot of bridges. If you miss that one right back where we were, it looks like you're pretty much stuck on this side. Well, that's okay. So, again though, I don't quite see where they expect you to do your forestry. That's alright. Well, as you can pick anything you like as usual. Whoa. Okay, that's in need of a little assistance. My goodness. And I think, guys, with that, we've probably covered pretty much all of the map. And I'm almost 100% sure if I tried to cross this river, I'd never get back. So, let's go back to the bridge. Just have a quick look. And again, as soon as you hit the pavement, you're almost undrivable. That's a weird thing with some of these. Okay, this obviously just leads back out into the sort of great flatness. And there is no breaks up there, so there you be. These are some big fields. Wow. In fact, this is really big. What do they figure these guys are worth? $209 for 6.5, eh? Well, nice gentle slopes. You might almost consider doing an MR here, although I don't know. It wouldn't pose too much, I don't think, in the way of hardships or issues in MR. Although then you get into some of these slopes, and you might have the issue where harvesters want to just sort of slide sideways. And again, the road will just come to an abrupt end there. So yeah, I think that's pretty much going to cover the map, guys. A decent enough map. Again, runs very smoothly. Doesn't seem to be any sort of issues that way. Can I drive across here? Nope. Oh. Apparently I can swim across here. There we go. My poor truck. Aw. Hello, truck. Anyways, so this has been Littleback, no, not Brokenback, Littleback Valley. Hope you enjoyed the map review, guys. If you did, or even if you didn't, please leave a comment, and if you did, leave a like, and maybe a subscription to help grow the channel wouldn't hurt either. So, to the mod author, if I have somewhere along here missed where your actual forest area is, my apologies, sir, and I hope that you will perhaps pop on here and let people know it's between fields such and such, or out by this, or over by that, or whatever the case may be. All in all, a pretty nice map. Not bad at all. Reasonable detailing. Mostly stock assets, and I guess that's okay. We don't all have to have everything different every time. So, this has been Species 7 for Farming Simulator 2013 and Littleback Valley. Till next time, guys, take care of each other, and ciao for now.